Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro, and this is definitely in my sweet spot of retro. First time unboxing anything from Mondo, so that's why we're kind of going this weird route. The box is so big, kind of had to do it this way, so hopefully it looks okay. We'll go from there. But never unboxed anything from Mondo, like I said, so I kind of want to experience the whole thing together. So let's do that here. Alright, so there we go. Big packaging going on here. As you can see, definitely nice. Like I said, and you can hear all the corner pieces, corner protectors falling all over the place. So very nice there. Some definite crappy tape, I will say that. It's the yellow. Makes it look like it's like the package is very old. Just, I mean, what do I care? You're gonna open it anyway. But just kind of yucky tape. All right. So it looks like the outer shell here doesn't have any damage that I can see. All right, so there's that. Let's get a quick look at that. All right. Does this have? Oh, it looks like we have an extra opening there, so that's really nice. I do like that a whole lot. So, yep, there's the outer packaging. I'm liking it so far. Real Monsters there on the side. On the back, Real Monsters Mondo. Good stuff right there. Bottom. And again on the side. There you are. So, alright. Let's come back, open this bad boy up, and see what we got with our first ever Mondo. Real Monsters. Alright, we're going to continue on. Go ahead and open it up here on the front. Get a quick look. Do have some Velcro. 1, 2, 3 Velcros. Slide it open. And there you go. That's pretty cool. Some nice artwork here on the side. Very nice. Now, okay. These already look amazing, so just from what I can see, but also you're protecting the package, and I get that, but you're going to make this beautiful display, so if you want to be a mint and box collector, you're making this really amazing display, but they're all wrapped in the paper plastic stuff, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. This is interesting. Do we get 2 chromes? I did not know this, so if we get 2 chromes, this is just crazy cool. So now I'm going to take it offline. No, you know what? Let's do it together. Let's do it together. This is the first one. We're going to do it together. Usually I would just take this offline and do it, but you know what? Let's get the full experience. Let's get the full experience. If you want to skip ahead to the non-unboxing part and just checking out the figures, then by all means, I have no problem with you doing that. Alright, okay. Nice, big, heavy plastic shell, looks like. I'm going to slide that out onto the table. There we go. Okay. There we are. Alright. And let's see how this works. So he's under that plastic, that plastic. Okay, so they're all under the plastic. So, I mean, I don't know. Why did you really need that extra part? I guess I don't know. Alright, so what we are going to do now, I'm going to grab this. I will take this part offline. Go ahead and untape this part, and then we'll just grab one at a time and go through all these guys together and have a little closer look up here with the whiteboard and all that stuff so we can really get a better look at it. But let's do it. Alright, before I sit down, I wanted to show this. So it's actually 3 separate plastic things here. So we have the extra, looks like accessories and stuff to make the figures different, some display stands, stuff like that, and then the main one. I think so for the purpose of this video, we'll start with the main guys, and then we'll move on to the accessories and go from there. So now, really, let's get into the figures. Alright, here we go. We're going to start off with the kind of bonus figures that we get with this set. I do not know the names of the bonus guys, so hopefully you don't hold that against me. Too bad. It's been a few years since I really dug deep into this show, so starting off, we got this dude right here. I think it was only like an extra 20, maybe $40 to get the kind of the deluxe, the bigger pack here, so I figured for these few extra characters and some few extra accessories, that was an easy buy there. If you're gonna go big, if you're gonna spend 140, you might as well spend 180, and kind of build the world a little better there. So there's that. These guys look pretty cool. Colors on these things are great. Let's see, any movement here? No articulation. So he is just kind of a little blob thing, which makes sense. I mean, that's all he's gonna do is just sit there with the rest of the guy. So very cool. Purple on that pops really, really well. I like that a whole lot. These are cool. All right, and then we got this guy. All right, this is the kind of one of the quote-unquote bad guys here. This is kind of the teacher, the teacher's pet. We'll go with that, man. Wow, look at the paint on these. Look at the color. This thing pops. Wow. That looks amazing. Does he stand? Let's see. Does he stand? Yep, no problem. So no problem standing. Wow, these are cool, man. So far, so good on my first ever Mondo purchase. That is for sure. Okay. I guess this is kind of an extra accessory. I honestly had no idea we were getting a completely extra crumb, but here we are with a completely extra crumb. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. The armpit hair, the eyeball. See, I thought it was just an extra faceplate that you put on him. Took the eyeballs out or something. But here it is, a completely extra thing. So that really definitely makes the value even better for me there. No articulation, except for, looks like the legs. So we get some. Do we have some? Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, so no articulation at all. So these are just pretty much, at least with these guys, are pretty much kind of statues. Which, for this one especially, makes sense. So there you go. Crumb with his eyeballs hanging out of his mouth. Very, very cool. Wow, very nice. And the thing I like about these so far is they're not trying to be what the show is. And they're not trying to be the best version, not the best version, but a kind of idealized version of these characters. They are what they are. This is how they looked, and that's how they're supposed to be. And I like that a whole heck of a lot. All right, so moving on to Oblina. Oh, Oblina. And there she is in all her Oblina glory. Will she stand on her own? She does stand on her own. Do we have any movement here? So we do have some arm movements, so that's nice. You know, but with these kind of characters, like, really, what do you like? What kind of movement do you really want? Looks like we're gonna have the removable head. Which, do we have a removable head? No, we do have some different arms. So she does have some separate arms that we'll look at here in a minute. Has her tail. Her legs are not movable. And with the price tag of this, I'm not trying to force anything for sure. I think the mouth is supposed to come off. So there you go. There's Oblina, looking very Oblina. Not a whole lot to write home on. She's kind of a stick with legs, an interesting character, but a fun character. So there is old Oblina. Now, let's go ahead and move in to the next round of people. We're going to start off with Icarus. Alright, Icarus, get out of here. Here's the main character. I think it's the main character. We'll go with it. I think everybody kind of liked Crumb. He was kind of a silly, crazy mode, but I think the point of the show was definitely for Icarus to be the main character. And Icarus, this is, wow, look at that. Got this scared, crazy, kind of skittish look to him. Giant, giant ears. Go ahead and see how he stands. Stands perfectly, no problems there. Any articulation? Yep, we got some arms. We just have some arm movement. Any legs? Yep, some leg movement. Does have peg holes, so I'm guessing that will be for those stands that we can mess with later. So will he stand with his feet forward? Yep, no problem there. Ears are solid in there, but the colors on these are just great. You know, I mean, it's not a bright show, but these colors do pop. You know, it's a very dark. It's meant to be kind of scary, so that definitely does look right on point. It's like bright but not bright, if that makes any sense, for a cartoon. So very nice there with Icarus. Still remember, I even fact-checked myself on this. I remember living in Puerto Rico at the Navy base there, and I remember watching the previews for this show coming. It was like Halloween, 94, Halloween, and I can't remember, it must have come on a SNCC, but it was the, I think it was the Saturday before Halloween, and this show was all hyped up. Okay, here we go. So the show was all hyped up, and man, I remember running home after trick-or-treating to check out this new show called Real Monsters, and it definitely hit. It was great. I love this show. I definitely hung around for like 4 seasons, I think. So made sure to purchase the full complete series on DVD, because you definitely don't want to rely on streaming platforms. As you can, if you know anything, Doug was just recently removed off Paramount Plus, but luckily got them all on DVD. So there we go. And here we go again with Crumb. If I have to complain, if I'm forced to complain, I wish the eyeballs would have came out. I don't know why, because I mean, he always holds his eyeballs, but just something about him, I don't know that it feels like he's holding a full eyeball, if that makes sense. Definitely has some protecting stuff here for different faceplates, but I don't really know that he has a different faceplate, so we can finagle with this here in a little bit. I'll do that offline when I get the final look, but there's Crumb. Looks really nice. No fag points. No peg holes on this one. Let's see, does this other one have peg holes? The other one doesn't either. So it looks like we have 3 stands. So that's interesting. 3 stands, but no Crumb with peg hole. So I'm not sure what that's about. Unless oh well, here we go. So he has a peg hole. So there you go. That answers that. But again, very, very nice. It's basically a statue. You have to take that into account, but there's only like so many dynamic poses that you could get. Like he wouldn't do anything anyway. You can't have you'd have to have a joint, you know, right down the middle for him to move his arm. So really, I would rather this clean look. I know some people are very particular on articulation, but I think we're going to get enough accessories over here to really make the posability aspect of it kind of null and void. So there is Crumb, and now it's time to jump into the accessories. So let's do that and check out all the extras. There's a lot of weird stuff over there, so let's get into those. Alright, here we go. We'll start off with some extra hands. We do have some extra Icarus hands. I don't know. I kind of like these. Do I like these better? I don't know. This is more the Icarus, Mad Icarus, which I think we're going to dig into in just a second. So, maybe. Let's see here. So, we got the displays, stands, and then here's I'm guessing that's the extra mouth for Crumb. Yeah, that's the extra mouth for Crumb. I think we'll leave this one in, so we won't use that one, but nice to have all the same. Let's look at Obelina's extras here. So we have an extra head, so her head does pop off. Let's see here. Let's get into that. Oh, I kind of like this extra head. Yeah, I think I like that extra head more. That's fun. Just adds a little bit of Obelina, I feel like. I like that one. That's a strong maybe. That's tough. I might have to play with that a little bit, because I like that one a lot. She does have some extra hands. So here's an extra hand right here. I can get it out of the plastic. Just an extra kind of C-grip-y type hand. And then we have 2 more C-grip-y type hands, a white and a black. So for each side of her body. There you go. Not a whole lot to write home about, but nice to have all the same. And let's look into this extra little nice addition here. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, I like this a lot. I didn't think that this was what this was, but this is definitely going on. And it's Obelina's hand holding their book that they have to use, the monster guide or whatever it is. 100% this is going on her, so very, very cool. I thought it was just a book. I thought it was just like an accessory to sit on the ground. Super, super cool. I like that a whole lot. That's really neat. Love that, actually. Alright, now let's go ahead and finish up Oblina with her third head. Imagine if you had to buy like 3 of these if you really wanted to just have them all and get all the different versions. This one's not for me. It's very cool. And if you're like a gross out kind of guy or gal out there and you really like the kind of the gross stuff, the really monster-y stuff, this is perfect for you. Just not for me. I like the more like whimsical, happy kid stuff, but very cool, very detailed, and really shows like the angry, scary part of them. So it looks like the goal here is to get each of them into their one scare pose that they really have. And we're going to get into Icarus's here. So I guess Crumb with the eyeballs is the scary, or Crumb with the eyeballs in the mouth is the scary. Oblina with the guts out. And then we have Icarus here. Here's a sad, scared Icarus. Oh, I failed. I couldn't scare anybody again. Look there. Won't be going with this one. Not really my bag, baby. But I like it, and it's definitely a fun Icarus head for sure. And we're gonna wrap it up on the new stuff here with alright, Icarus is over it, and he is a scary, mean fella here. I like that. That's super cool. That's one I wish I could put on. I really do. Like, that's just a fun, because even when he was doing this, it was like silly. Even though it was meant to be scary and the kids were scared and stuff like that. This was always just like silly to me because he's always just such a silly character, and him finally getting mad enough to go on his Super Saiyan level of scared is fun. So I do like that a lot. Very cool, very cool. But I wish I had an extra body like Crumb to do an extra version of. But alright, I'm going to get these guys posed out how I think I'm going to display them, and then we'll come back with our final thoughts on the Mondo real monsters, I guess they're just Mondos, they don't have an actual name, so figures. And there you have it. The whole gang is set aside, ready to go into the display cabinet. And I must say, first purchase from Mondo is a home run. I think the value's there, the quality is absolutely there, different options that you have, and there's a lot of thought put into these figures. I'll even say with the display stands here, I was trying to put on the Oblina stand here, and I was like, oh man, why is it so off-centered? Like, I don't want her foot hanging off. But then you figure out that, that stands for that one, this stands for this one, and this stands for this one. So the peg holes are made and lined up for each individual figure, which, like, come on, like, that's amazing. That's really good attention to detail. I love these figures. These are great. These are definite home runs. I would like to get the main teacher guy. That would be cool if that could come in a separate release. I don't know if that's in the cards or not, but I would definitely like to add that one last one into the collection. But if this is the end and this is all we get here, I'm super happy. Would love a Arnold, a Hey Arnold, a Doug, those type of things. So definitely had to, again, put my money where my mouth is and make this purchase in order to have a little hope there, and I can complain if I don't get them there. But these are great home runs. I think they're still available on Mondo's website, maybe Big Bad Toy Store, stuff like that, if you are interested. But I would definitely pull the trigger if you're a 90s kid, if you're a Real Monsters fan, or if you're just a fan of cool, creepy-looking figures. This is definitely an easy purchase for you guys out there. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And while you're there, go ahead and hit us with a like, and of course, subscribe to the channel as we post new content every single day. But it's time to get on out of here. It's time to get these bad boys in the glass display case. Maybe before we do that, we might just have to grab a little drink and throw one back. So, for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back, and we'll see you all next time.